Hey Pisces, this is Revan, otherwise known as Cosmic Alignment, and this is your weekly forecast for the week of January 7 to the 13th of 2019. So in the first part of this forecast, I'm going to go ahead and go over the major planetary configurations and energies that these will be reflecting. And in the second part, I will be contextualizing these energies as experienced from the perspective of you Pisces. So of course, if we had your own natal chart position, so we can even further personalize how these energies will be impacting you. However, just knowing the forecast for your sun, moon, and or rising sign should give you a pretty accurate idea as to how these energies will be impacting you and how you'll be experiencing them. So let's get into it, Pisces. So this is the first part of this forecast. This week we see again a Capricorn stellium. We see Mercury, the logical mind, our thinking in Capricorn, very business oriented, very down to earth and grounded. Saturn, the sun, Pluto, South Node. We see what, 1, 2, 3, 4 planets. This is 40% of the cosmos. Let your intuition sit with that. Capricorn is the ambitious businessman that wants to get things done. Very practical, pragmatic, down to earth and centered. Very, very pragmatic. There's no idealism, no big grandiose ideology. There is what's practical and what's concrete. So this energy is still carrying us forward into this week. And it's interesting to note that this Friday, which is 1/11, by the way, we have a really eventful Friday, 1/11. First of all, I want to note that the sun, the spirit, the creative energy within the cosmos, the heartbeat, will be conjunct Pluto, the underworld, evolution, death, rebirth, and the underworld. This is signaling that there is an emphasis, a deep desire and emphasis on embodying our purpose, on seeking complete metamorphosis of self. And also, we are wanting to go ahead and actualize our purpose out in society in some type of sociological, cultural context, while we're being pushed and urged to embody our truth in our uniqueness in society, in our culture, and integrating our uniqueness into this matrix and transforming and evolving it, especially us Pluto, Scorpio generation. If you were born from November 1985 to November 1995, this is you. Pluto Scorpio generation is here to completely redo what it means to be a human working in this career in a cultural, sociological context. We're here to transmute Scorpio, the underworld of our ancestry and our culture and society. We are the byproduct of what came before us, and we're here to transform it, transmute it for the next generation, which is you guys, Pluto Sag, you starseeds, channeling and downloading all that incredible wise information and knowledge. Well, we're prepping the world for you, Pluto Scorpio. So anyways, sorry I went on a little rant there, but this Pluto and Sun conjunction is really just a reflection of like this deep undertone of wanting evolution and transformation right now. This Capricorn stellium, this very down-to-earth pragmatic energy, and this Pluto Sun in Cap as well, Capricorn, landing the same week is correlated because all this energy has to do with the bottom line. It is as if we got to a point where we now realize that we're not going to move forward unless we use our own personal will to really take control of our lives and mold and create our destiny by the strength of our own will. our purpose and destiny will not be actualized in itself. We have to put in effort, and at the same time, we're also learning the limitations of this purpose. While we are meant to do certain things, we also are meant to not do certain other things. We are becoming self-aware and becoming aware of our role within the collective. And this is the Capricorn energy and archetype, is finding our role, our function within the collective, thereby embodying and expressing our truth, and in a way being of service to the collective. The second major energy shift occurring this week is Venus entering Sagittarius on Monday, the 7th of January. So this energy, after Venus having gone after and through all that underworld, all that transmutation in terms of with the friends, the relationships, having to completely detox and purge, and then having gone through a beautiful trine with North Node Cancer and Chiron Pisces, has been uplifted, spiritualized, and lightened up. Now we see it move into Sagittarius. What does this reflect? A deep need to discover and actualize personal truth in the form of a guiding philosophy of life in order to have a core sense of meaning and purpose. There is a restlessness that seeks perpetual expansion. This is Sagittarius energy. So there is a commitment to your personal growth and development. This vibration makes you feel connected to the energies that are at play in the universe. Now, this Venus Sag energy, it must evolve. To evolve, it must learn that your truth is your truth. You have your perspective and your own truth, and sometimes Sag can be a little dogmatic. So with this transit, it's important to remember that your truth is your truth, your own, and that everybody else has their own truth from their own perspective. So while there are a lot of other aspects, I will just mainly point those two major aspects that I feel characterize this week, which is one about getting real self-aware about what we're up to in this life and taking some actions accordingly. Hey Pisces, this is the second part of the forecast in which I contextualize the current major transits that pertain to you and kind of give you a feel for, the energies that will be affecting your own archetype of Pisces and or Neptune Pisces. So check it out. For this week, what we have going on that pertains, I think, mostly to you Pisces, is that on Thursday, the moon conjuncts Neptune. Neptune is the archetype that rules Pisces. Neptune is the ruler of the sea. And like the sea is very fluid, very vast, expansive. It's that other world. It's that very subtle, intangible, hard to perceive with the physical senses type of a world. So it's the spiritual realms. It's that other life that's underneath and within this shell and container and vessel of the physical and the material. We can say it's the one life, it's the one consciousness, it's that unifying field. So for the moon, the feelings and the emotions to be conjunct this cosmic sea of Neptune in Pisces brings us into this otherworldly feeling, brings us into our dreams and our visions. Might mean a lot of like lucid dreaming that night, Thursday night, if Wednesday night or Thursday night. At the same time, the other major energies that would be affecting you Pisces is that on Friday as well, we have the moon walking into a conjunction with Chiron, trining the North Node in Cancer. I know it sounds kind of like, what did you just say? Well, check it out. We're talking about the moon again. So after merging with this cosmic sea and cosmic ocean, causing us to be in this very daydreamy state of mind, thinking about our visions, thinking about the future that we want to unfold, getting in touch with this very deep, passionate side of us, which Pisces, I mean, for you, it feels like it's always, but even more so on Sunday. On Friday, there is this beautiful trine, okay, between North Node Cancer and Chiron Pisces, two water signs, Cancer and Pisces, highlighted between the North Node and Chiron. So during this time, there might be some wounds coming up correlating to Chiron, our healer's journey. Because during this time, when the moon conjuncts Chiron, is when we get in touch with that spiritual wound, when that spiritual wound makes itself noticed. In Pisces, has to do with learning how to have faith and trust in the unknown. So it's interesting to note that on Thursday, when Luna meets the cosmic sea, the next day, Friday, it is met with this type of a trine where it merges with this healer archetype, merging and conjuncting Chiron in Pisces. So after we get submerged in the cosmic sea, we realize the blessings and the gift, which overcoming these fears of the unknown, these fears and trusting and receiving from the universe, we are now unearthing these benefits, we can say, and awakening our own healing abilities and divinational skills to be able to commune with spirit and with the one consciousness and the one mind. This is straight up your alley, Pisces. This might mean your version of what we're all going through, which, you know, we're learning. We're all going through this very Capricorn season. This year began with the Sun conjunct Saturn. Right now we have a Capricorn stellium. You know, on this same Friday we have the Sun and Spirit, the Sun Spirit slash and Pluto conjunct in Cap. Again, this is just like all Cap slash Saturn energy. For you, this is your 10th house. And so this, your 11th house. So this, your career, your profession, developing that aspect of your life will connect you and expand your network. For somebody like you, Pisces, that tends to be more introverted, more the type that keeps a close-knit friends, your work life is where you expand in your network. This is where you expand your social circle through your work life. So focusing on your career for this week, kind of thinking about the plans you have for this upcoming year, the deadlines, the timelines, the ambitions, the goals. Think about the communities and the networks of people that you want to do these things with, and who you'll be getting in touch with, and who you want to be in that context. So yeah, this is primarily the energy for this week, Pisces. I am cutting it a little short. I feel like this is as long as it is, and I'm trying to limit these to at least like 12 to 15 minutes max, right? I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got something out of this. If you did, please go ahead and like the video. If you would like to get weekly notifications, please go ahead and subscribe. As usual, please have a great fucking week, Pisces. Peace out.